Hi everyone. Today in this video we are going to discuss about AP or Telangana Land Encroachment Act 1905. So in this video you will have a short introduction and important sections and explanation. So do not miss the video and watch until the end. So let us know what is the term encroachment. So we'll just start from the basics as a quick revision. So encroachment is nothing but an illegal occupation of some person's land or some property. So to prevent this, the term encroachment is used. So what is our act? Our act is AP or Telangana Land Encroachment Act. So this act has basically two objectives. One is to protect the unauthorized occupation of government lands, and other is, if so the lands are occupied, then to collect the taxes, that means to levy the assessments, that means to collect the taxes for the unauthorized occupation of government lands. So this is called as land encroachment, and our act has 16 sections, and the date to remember is came into force 23rd December 1904. So before 1869, this land encroachment is considered under criminal trespass 441 and is punished under 447 with 3 months of imprisonment or 500 rupees fine. But after 1869, so the Madras High Court ruled that this should be collected as a charge, that means to levy the assessment but not under IPC. Okay, so this is the introduction you have to remember. So once again, let us revise on this. So land encroachment is to prevent the unauthorized occupation of government lands. That means the government lands should not be occupied by any other people without any proper documentation, or like any unauthorized occupation should not be there. So this act is to prevent the unauthorized occupation of government lands, and if so occupied, to collect the taxes, to levy the assessments. So this is about the act. And here in this act, if you go through, you will come across two types of lands. One is the assessed land and other is unassessed land. So unassessed land is said to be as objectionable. So this is objected, and this land is called as Poromboke land. And assessed land is used for private purpose. That means this land is assigned by the revenue authorities. And this is unobjectionable. So this is not objected. So our entire act is about where the unassessed land is being unoccupied by the any persons who are occupying the unassessed land. So that's why this is objectionable. So which falls under unassessed land is the lands which are used for public purpose, such as for roads, parks, village sites, and so on. So just remember the two types of land. You can get this question for mains 2 marks also. So it's a assessed land and unassessed land. Unassessed land is also called as Poromboke land, and this land is used for public purpose, whereas assessed land is for private purpose and assigned by the revenue authorities. So this is unobjected. But whereas the unassessed land, whereas it is used for some public purpose and people occupying it unauthorizedly, this is objected. So to prevent that unauthorized occupation only, we are having this AP or Telangana Land Encroachment Act. So going into the important sections of this act, section 1A, 1B and 1C. So here in this act, you will come across the terms collector, deputy tahsildar and tahsildar. So 1A, 1B and 1C. So this is one of the important sections to remember. And whereas section 5. So apart from the taxes which are collected under section 3, so this is levy of assessment. So apart from the taxes which are collected from this, the additional penalty is also collected under section 5 by the collector as a penalty. So here, so the penalty is collected for assessed land if occupied or unassessed land if occupied. So for assessed land, it is 10 times the assessment, that means the tax payable for that year. Whereas for unassessed land, that means for POK land, it is 20 times the tax, the assessment payable for that year. So hope with this you have understood the penalties which are being levied and collected by the collector in addition to the taxes. So these taxes are actually collected by under section 3, whereas they are considered as a under section 9 they are considered as a land revenue. So what all the taxes which are being collected under this act are considered as land revenue as per section 9. So remember, this is one of the important. And section 7 is regarding notices which are sent for the persons who have occupied unauthorizedly. And 7A is encroachment by group of persons. So these persons are having common object. So if you come to common object, it's IPC 149. Just check this out, definition or whatever the content is in the Bare Act. So 7 is encroachment by group of people. So if group of people occupy the land, here what happens is there will be no notice of any eviction, but police assistance is taken. So this is the scenario. But to know, let us know the eviction mode. Suppose if a person has occupied unauthorizedly the government land which is kept for public purpose like park or anything. So what is the process of eviction mode? How the person is evicted from that particular unauthorized land which is occupied by that person A, for example. So first is he will be served a notice, and if at all he is still refusing and he is not evicting the land, then inquiry will be done. After inquiry, he will be sent for arrest and kept in custody for 30 days. And even though if that person refuses still, then he will be sent to civil jail. And after all this process, even though he re-enters the land, then he is punishable with 6 months of imprisonment or 1000 rupees fine. So this is the eviction mode which you can recall. So what is the process and how the eviction mode is being done for unauthorized occupation of government lands occupying. And now next section is section 10, which is one of the important sections, appeal. So how the appeal goes? Tahsildar, collector, appeal to collector, and from collector, here it's appeal And from collector, the revision, to revise it, you can ask for district collector, and from district collector again for revision it will go for board of revenue. So this is the process, like from tahsildar to collector, collector to district collector, and district collector to board of revenue. And the limitation period is set under section 11, which is for 60 days. So these are the important sections and short intro about the Land Encroachment Act, AP Land Encroachment Act. So if you like this video, do not forget to like it, and if you are new to the channel, do subscribe it.